It's 7 o'clock, Thursday night. It's brew review time, and this is Asher Newton. Welcome to the brew review. Tonight, we're talking about who's winning the craft beer war. Is it the gigantic monster companies that have bought out, g'day Matt, bought out the little craft beer battlers, g'day Tone, or is it the little independent breweries? But before I do that, there's a backstory. I went to a liquor store last week, and it wasn't Murwillumbah Cellars. I'm ashamed of this. It was, mate, that liquor land. And I went into that shop, and what I saw is all these fake brands. I saw James Squire, I saw Furphy, I saw Cricketer's Arms, but not real craft beer. In fact, I only found 2 varieties of real craft beer. On the top shelf, the very top shelf at the back, I found a 6-pack of Pacific Ale from Stone and Wood. Yes, they are fakers, Matt, and you know it, brother. I had to reach to the top and pull it forward. And then I found 2 different varieties of Pale Ale from my friends Burley Brewing, who sent me some more Black Giraffe. Well done, Burley Brewing, I love it. Yeah, I found 2 varieties, and I'm thinking, those idiots, those absolute idiots are screwing the little guy. G'day, Marky. But my wife came up with another reason why they could be doing this. And that was they were sold out. And what I found in the last week is I found the beer census on the craft beer ownership. Now, I found out that 99% of craft beer drinkers won't hesitate to drink an independent craft beer. A real craft beer, not a faker, but a real craft beer. Those that are brewed by large shopping centres, they may get 32% of people who will go, g'day Dan, go and buy them. 44% has to think about it. Is it the right thing or the wrong thing? Absolutely wrong. You know they're the fakers. They're not real craft beer makers. The others wouldn't touch it. Wouldn't touch it. And then there's the big companies that have bought out little craft beer groups, little craft breweries. And I found that 21% of craft beer drinkers will drink that. 54% had to think about it yet again. It's the wrong thing, guys. Support the little guy, keep the money here. They're fakers, they're not real craft beer makers. So you see from this audit, published last year in 2017, that the little guys are winning the craft beer war. The little guys are kicking the big guys' butts, and so they should. Now, talking about a little guy, I have this beautiful amber ale. I know it's backward. Maybe I should hold it upside down, but then I can't talk to you. Okay, so by Acacia, this little beautiful amber ale. It's called The Fire Within. So let's delve into this burning fire and see what it's like. Oh, look at that beautiful beer. Oh, right proportion of beer to head, Matt. Oh, you can smell straight away the hoppiness, the sweetness, the spiciness in the swirl. As I sip, straight away, there's a sweetness on the front of my tongue and there's a bitterness, hoppiness on the back of my tongue. It is tasty, Marky. And on the swallow, she's spicy, she's hoppy, she's beautiful. It pours beautifully, mate, to answer your question. And it'd go well with beef ribs, mate. It would go well with beef ribs. So that's a beautiful beer. I give it a 3.9 out of 5. This is the best job in the world, guys. Now, history of beer. We looked at how Noah had beer on the ark, probably taught to him by Adam. I would say, back in the ancient times that they drank beer with a straw so they wouldn't get husk in their throat. Correct. In 1600 BC, that the Egyptians had 100 medical prescriptions that had involved beer. So beer could fix all your problems, and we've talked about it on this show. The beer increases your mental power. It allows you to produce more babies. It strengthens your bones. So the Egyptians had it right. The Roman legions took beer to Europe in 55 BC. Caesar toasted his troops in 48 BC with this beautiful amber liquid. And during medieval times, if you needed to pay your taxes, you paid in beer. You paid in beer. You go pay in beer. You pay your neighbour for doing his job. It's like today. If you work on a Saturday or Sunday, they better have a carton of Black Giraffe, thanks to Burley Brewing Company. Now, a carton of Black Giraffe if I'm going to work on a weekend. And we know that the they weren't Americans. We know that the Pilgrims from Britain landed on Plymouth Rock instead of getting to their destination that they wanted to go to because they ran out of beer. Don't you run out of beer. Don't drink and drive. Because if you drink and drive, you're a bloody idiot. Drink at home and crash in bed. That's drink at home and crash in bed. This is Asher Newton for another brew review. Next week I'm having a break. I'm on holiday. I may do a couple of different beer reviews while I'm away. And hopefully go. G'day Dale. How are you, mate? Hopefully go to a brewery. But if it doesn't work out that way, I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. This is Asher Newton out. You!